sprayed it on my dog and he got compliments. It's the dog for me. It's literally the dog for me. I recorded a whole video and it wasn't even on the setting that I wanted it. So if it looks ratchet, you know why. My necklace right? Okay. Can't be selling jewelry, honey, and be looking ratchet out here. My name is Maria, or ItsMJ here on YouTube. Sorry, I'm like not focused right now. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to do kind of like a little different video. At least I think it's different. I haven't seen it. Y'all be so triggered on here. You stole my idea. Oh, I don't even watch YouTube anymore. Okay. I have been on the hunt a couple of months, maybe like 2 months. I've been like intrigued by fragrances again. Obviously, as you guys know, I have been MIA for about a year. Fragrance for me has been a hobby, as I always mention. This is not my job at all, and as it is with any hobby, you go in and out of taste with it. Like sometimes you get bored, sometimes you're really into it. I had about 2 years that I was extremely obsessed with fragrance, and then last year I just moved out on my own. I'm super busy. I don't have time, you know, to be buying stuff. I don't have money to be buying stuff. If I'm not entertaining the hobby, it kind of just dies on its own, right? So I kind of recently got back into it and I took a different approach. I've been looking at like both the most random fragrances ever, stuff that I don't really hear people talk about, and I really took a dive, I would say, into fragrances again when I went to Orlando and I was talking to Bex about fragrance. She's very much still into her hobby. She mentioned the Yes I Am from Casherelle, fragrance reviewer or YouTuber, whatever, was talking about it, even though that's a pretty common fragrance that I have heard about for a while now. The person that I actually have heard about it from was Amber. It's a perfume that I never really looked into because to me it just like looked like it was just gonna be sweet, not unique at all, a vanilla perfume. Like I just didn't care for it, right? So I finally like cared to look up the notes and I was like, oh wow, all of a sudden I'm intrigued. From there I kind of just started adding things to cart. Basically in today's video I want to shop with you guys. You guys shop with me? Yeah? Okay. I posted on Instagram a couple of fragrances that I was interested in. Definitely follow me on Instagram because we have some bomb-ass fragrance conversations over there, honey. And that's where all the tea is at. Posted some fragrances that I'm interested in and you guys basically just replied to them and let me know, honey, this is good, honey, no, honey, yes. Yes, buy it. Add to cart. No, it's not worth it. All right, I'm gonna talk about from like the most wanted from like a while to the most recent. So for a while, I have been wanting Choco Violet from Veneer. This is a powdery, nutty chocolate perfume pretty much. It has violet and chocolate and vanilla. I'm pretty sure are the notes, maybe more, but that's like what I could remember. And I've been looking for a chocolate perfume for quite some time, but I didn't want like a boring chocolate. I already know the chocolate that I want, like a basic, just straight up chocolate milk chocolate perfume, and that is Gallagher Fragrances Wicked Good. That is one that I need in my collection because I paired it with Scandal by Night. I smelled so good. So good. I want one that's a little bit more complex, easy, wearable, liked by the multitude, but still with a unique touch. A lot of my perfumes, I would like to say, are pretty unique, pretty different, but still definitely very likable by everyone. I like to smell different, but I do love compliments. I got 2 replies. One of them was from Aisha. She does have a YouTube channel, so I'll link it down below, and she said it's chocolate, but also the violet is prominent. It smells really well put together though. Literally exactly what I'm looking for. Chocolate, but very well blended and unique. And there was another comment that like interested me, even though I don't really want to smell like this, but I was like, that sounds like it tastes good. Tastes, not even smells. She said, I saw a review saying this smelled like Oreos. Interesting. Next on my list is another one from Veneer, and this is Roses Veneer. Now I recently smelled Roses Veneer at the, I'm running a blank right now, perfume shop in California. You guys know what I'm talking about, okay? So I smelled it there and I was like, oh yeah, as expected. I have come to realize that I do prefer Veneer over Montal. Montal, I can never pronounce it. It's my accent, y'all. Montal to me has synthetic musky touch that I'm just not really a fan of, and even though it's cheaper than Veneer, it's like still expensive, so I feel like it shouldn't have that synthetic touch, even though that's their DNA, but whatever. And Veneer perfumes, I find them very well blended and smoother. So what I've gathered is that if there's a Montal perfume, there's definitely gonna be a Veneer perfume, but the Veneer perfume is definitely gonna be just better than Montal. Wow, this one has a lot of replies. Look, I fell in love with this scent profile again when I smell Rose Gourmand from Zara. And that one is one that has been sold out a couple of times, so it's like I can't get a hold of it, but it's like I might as well just get the real thing, which is Mancera, and I really want the scent profile. I know that Florence as well, I've heard, is really good from Swiss Arabian, and I know that Swiss Arabian, same as Casablanca, has amazing performance. But I really like Mancera. Becoming actually one of my favorite niche houses. So these are a couple of the replies that I got. Same, I had it and gave it away, crave it occasionally. I'm thinking she's talking about Intense Cafe because I mentioned that I had it. Another person said that it smells like MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold. That is one that I surprisingly have not gotten my hold on. In perfumes, there's a lot of things that have the same scent profile. Mancera alone is niche. Mancera alone, like I said, I find it pretty well blended. It has like beast performance, and MFK is more expensive. So if they both have the same profile, why won't I just go for Mancera? Maybe that's why like kind of like certain MFK perfumes, I'm just like, I just don't care to smell it. Oud Set and Mudo. Even though it still has like that same oudy scent profile as, for example, Shagaf Oud Bouquet. As a matter of fact, let me show you. No, that's a little too intimate. I sent my boyfriend yesterday night. I sent him a picture and I was like, I really want this perfume. He's like, all right, send me a screenshot. Like, say no more. Say no more. That one, I would say that MFK is definitely more like blended and it just smells bomb. You get that oudy smell, but still fluffy and airy. Someone else said my wow. I can't read, I'm easel. My fave. It's such a comforting scent. It's a beautiful rose vanilla scent. You can buy it at Forever Luxe for $78 excluding tax. Damn, she put me on. Jeanne says, I still have mine, fortunately. And then someone else said, Roses Veneer is very romantic and gorgeous. I can actually see it being very romantic. Electric from Agent Provocateur. This is one that actually got recommended to me 2 years ago by a subby. I don't know if she watches me anymore. I haven't really talked to her for quite some time, but she said that it was a really good citrus cheapie and that she always got complimented. People always like mention that to me, like when they recommend a fragrance, because they know that I like compliments. She said it's slightly fruity, woody. She said it's unique. It's exactly what I'm looking for. So when I was like looking up random perfumes, I remember this one, so I decided to look it up. Unfortunately, no one really replied to it, which kind of intrigues me even more, just because no one replied to it. That means not a lot of people have it, which makes me even more interested in smelling it. So add to cart. Another one that I have here is Yes I Am from Cacharel. And as I told you guys, I had seen this perfume like because of the gaudy bottle. That's another thing that threw me off. I cannot stand gaudy bottles. But when Bex told me about it, I did look into it. I was like, oh wow, this is actually pretty unique, at least in note composition. It has cardamom, it has fruits, it has citrus at the top, it has amber, some florals, ginger, it has milk, it has licorice, and sandalwood, vanilla, caramel. Like, it has a lot going on. And when I was reading the comments, apparently it's a pretty bomb-ass perfume. So it's like a spicy vanilla, I'm assuming, like warm spicy. Definitely this is one that I do want to add to cart. Another fragrance that I have here is Seductive Noir. Now, I actually love, and it's one of my favorite for male, like cheapies, fragrances for men. Seductive. Super good, fresh but sweet but woody. It has like a I don't know if it's vanilla or amber also in the base, but it still smells fresh. It's a different one. I really like the way that it smells on men. So I was always intrigued for a while now, like before I even got into fragrances, for the woman version. And this is one that I also don't really hear a lot of people talk about. Believe it or not, I had never smelled Mon Guerlain, or probably in passing, not familiar with the scent profile at all. Recently smelled it at Beck's house and I was like, this is so pretty, this is so gorgeous. So when I looked up Guess Seductive Noir, I heard that it was like a dupe for Mon Guerlain, so it made me even more interested, because like I said, if it has a similar scent profile to something and I can get it at an affordable price and it's not even trying to dupe another perfume, I want it. Hello. So I am interested in smelling this one. This one definitely, I will say though, had some mixed reviews, and this one also got a good amount of replies, so I'm just gonna go through them pretty quickly. I personally hated this. Haha, I can include my travel spray in your package. This is what I'm saying. We need to talk because we can exchange swaps. We exchange swaps, what? Exchange samples. Ironically, with my subby friends, I'm really good at exchanging samples. Yet I promised to Cara and Bex, but at this point 2 years ago, bruh, I don't even remember. And to this day, I have not sent them the samples. Embarrassing. I even bought the travel little sprays because I ran out of them. to give it to them, and I never send it to them. When I came back from Orlando, I started a blog of me recording, packing the decants and stuff. Till this day, I have not filled them up. Embarrassing. This smells exactly like if Mon Guerlain and Dior Addict had a baby. Love it. Definitely interested because I love Dior Addict. Amber said you don't need it. It'll probably collect dust. Watch me love it, bruh. Watch me love it. Sexy for a night out. Smells just like Mon Guerlain. It's affordable and it has decent performance. I love it. This smells like Mon Guerlain, only sexier. That also got me. Where MG can lead old ladies sometimes. I love it. Sprayed it on my dog and he got compliments. It's the dog for me. It's literally the dog for me. It smells so good and I got it at Burlington for less than $10. I was obsessed with the woman's version, a cheapy Mon Guerlain alternative. Amazing. It's compared to Mon Guerlain, but I prefer this one better. That one also really interested me. And then someone else just said that it smells similar to Mon Guerlain, so I'm assuming that it smells similar to Mon Guerlain. A recent craving of mine has been Amber Fever from Mancera. Full comments said, ooh, with the hard eyes. Guys, not a fan of the Instant Crush BR540. Or maybe I should say like what I said on the thing. So I was like, is it better than Instant Crush? I had Instant Crush, got rid of it, gave it to my brother. It smells amazing on him. He loves that perfume. Begs me because he ran through his bottle and now he's begging me for another one. I got another bottle, but I got it for my dad. Okay, this is embarrassing. Every guy in my life, I have like friends or, you know, obviously family members. If I'm giving you a perfume and you smell, I give you Instant Crush. I just think that's like the best smelling perfume out there for men. It's really good for its price because it lasts forever. Don't need too much of it. My brother is just an oversprayer like I am. Really, really great bang for your buck. Instant Crush, delicious. Wait, how do you do it? I got rid of it and it smells so good on him. When I would go over there, I would spray it on me sometimes. Like I smell like a confident, bossy woman. I do want it again in my collection, but then I came across Amber Fever. Again, I should say, because I had heard about it through a subby friend. We had talked about it last year, I think it was, but I didn't really pay much mind to it till this year again when I was looking into Instant Crush and I saw that Amber Fever was compared to Instant Crush, but the female version of it. Now, what's throwing me off is that supposedly it's not as beast mode as Instant Crush. Instant Crush is one of those perfumes you put on 2 sprays, you fill up the room. Leave, you come back, you still smell it. That is a beast mode. So I'm not sure if Amber Fever actually has good performance and people are just comparing it to Instant Crush. They're like, oh, it doesn't have good performance, and it probably low-key does, you know what I mean? But if you compare the two, it's just not comparable. Similar to Flower Bomb, Nectar, and the new one, Ruby Orchid, they both have good performance. It's just Nectar is pretty fucking potent. But I do like a perfume with presence, so that's the only thing kind of like throwing me off. But this one has notes of whiskey, it has caramel, woody, ambery fragrance. It has that like cotton candy essence that Cloud and BR540, Instant Crush, and all those have. So I am definitely interested in it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because I really want one of those again. I don't know if I want Instant Crush and I don't know if I want Amber Fever. I really don't know. What do you guys think I fit more? Hold on. What do you guys think I fit more? All right, the next one that I have here, this is a brand new one that I don't even know how I came across this one. I don't know if I searched up pineapple and vanilla. I forgot what it was, but that's what I do. Sometimes I just have a craving for a note and I'll like Google caramel perfumes and I'll go to Fragrantica and read like the little forum that they have there and then like the list of perfumes that they have for that particular note, and then from there my scavenger hunt begins. And then when I land on one perfume, I'll look up reviews real quick. If I even do that, sometimes I'll just purchase just based on a reading. That was not necessary. I came across just Someday from Justin Bieber. This is a fruity sweet vanilla fresh. There was only one response for this, which also very much intrigued me to even purchase it even more. Like I said, I don't really care for things that everyone has. It smells young, but it is a nice smelling fragrance. In my opinion, the Key is way better. I remember the Key about a year ago had a lot of talk. I'm gonna search up the notes real quick because I'm intrigued myself now why I even added this one to cart. I hate the bottle. So this one actually has notes of red berries, pear, mandarin orange, nondescript floral notes, vanilla, and musk. These are some of the reviews that I can say kind of intrigued me, I should say. Someday is a beautiful, light, fruity, and sweet perfume that I love. I can smell the red berries, the mandarin orange, and the vanilla. It's such a beautiful, light, inoffensive scent that I think a lot of people will love. Justin Bieber Someday is one of the best celebrity fragrances that I smelled that's a bold statement. I really love this perfume. I've used up 2 big bottles of it. I feel like it's the type of scent guys like on girls because it's sweet and feminine without being too in your face. Perfect scent for the girl next door. I feel like all the descriptions that it was giving me kind of vibes of MAC Turquoise. Not as translucent and definitely not as airy and like as this one, but I definitely, that one I would say it has that like typical musky celebrity musk, you know what I'm talking about. But this one does not have that. But the vibe that the comments were giving me or reviews were giving me was giving me the vibe of how I feel when I wear MAC Turquoise, which is one that I really recommend. I really don't know why you would hate MAC Turquoise. Yeah, so that is, I think, my list of fragrances that I'm intrigued in at the moment. Oh, I forgot. I was taking a shower and I was like, Maria, do not forget, because this is not one that I posted on my story. My throat is killing me right now. I need like water because I've been talking for way too long. Amber Oud Gold Edition, the one that's supposed to be like duping cloning Yerba Pura from Xerjoff. That one supposedly is like sweet, like fruity. And that's the kind of sweetness that I have found that I like. Do love vanilla, like I love vanilla. Hello, hi, you guys know that. The hotter it gets, I lean more towards like fruity sweetness. And if that's like a cloying, fruity, sweet perfume that I definitely needed. I think I came across that one. I think that's the one I came across because I was looking for pineapple and vanilla, like that kind of combo. Yeah, this is definitely the one because this one has pineapple, amber, vanilla. So this is the one that I came across when I was looking for that combo. It's funny because I had seen it for quite a while, but I saw that Kirk from Tiziana Terenzi was listed in the smells like or similar to whatever, and that's one that I don't like because it has that typical like hairspray like pungent musky that I cannot stand. Stuff like that just like kind of just choke me, like I feel them right here. That's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, please follow me there. As I showed you guys, that's where all the hot tea is at. And as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful and blessed day, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye guys.